All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to some HCA no prep tournament. We've got Condor Ronin going up against Oceanic Ocelots. Condor Ronin, I don't know this 100% for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Condor and Legion has merged together with Ronin. I don't remember a ton about how well Condor Legion performed, but I do remember Ronin being incredibly talented and powerful. So we will see if they've retained any of that power that we've seen in previous tournaments. We got about 10 seconds before the curtain drops, so we're gonna see what happens here at flak position. We're gonna watch for these starting rockets here. Let's take a quick look at the map, see what's going on. Trucks spread all the way to the edge of the map for the allies, Ronin, Condor Ronin. And for Ocelots, they are bunched up a little harder over here on the eastern side. You can see them coming across right here. Yeah, I don't know what was going on the other night because my frames look amazing right now. I mean, not compared to some people, but 80 frames right now, that's pretty good. I don't know what was happening there. There comes them rockets. They're landing a little early. I can't see them in the rain. I don't see the trails. I do see some tank routes coming across over there for Oceanic Ocelots. Doesn't look like they were able to get a hold of anything for Condor Ronin over here. Condor Ronin starting to bail out of the trucks now. There's like some long range of fighting going on over here. This Greyhound feeling a little exposed now with those tank rounds landing right around here. Tank rounds now landing behind the infantry. The Greyhound pushing up into the creek bed. Looks like the truck just caught a tank round, but didn't lose anybody. There, it did just catch a rocket. I saw at least one guy go down, but I think most of the infantry was able to get out of that truck. Condor Ronin about a quarter of the way capped here, now at flak position, even though Oceanic Ocelots has a number of infantry pushing up just on the edge of the circle. Condor Ronin does have the better positioning right now inside the circle, but this is a pretty massive push of infantry coming up for Oceanic Ocelots. Ooh, they are taking the casualties, though. It's hard to say which way this will go. I see Lukes is putting down some rounds right there, preventing anybody from pushing across right there. You can see he's over here, just a little bit further over to the west, catching some rockets from Nation Killer. Oh, I was just going to check to see if he was a solo. He was clearly not, but he gets taken down by Pecky 13, Alex, Malinois, Malinay. I don't know how to say that. Not sure how I should say that, I should say. I can clearly barely even speak English, so. There's some infantry pushing up now for Condor Ronin. About to run into the Reaper right here. Blackie 74. I think you might hear the footsteps. Reaper still sprinting. They run it right past each other. Black. Is that Black 174 or is it Blackie 74? I can't tell. I think it's Blackie 74. Magic now making his way up the ditch right here. About to run into Black. It looks like Condor Ronin is trying to push down the main road there in the center of the map. What is the fourth position? It is Road to Karatan, so we've got center points for the fourth points. The central road is going to become very important regardless of who gets this middle capture here in the next minute or two. See a lot of tank rounds going back and forth. Tanks are a ways back. You can see that there's two Pumas back here for the Germans. A medium up over here, a Greyhound here in this ditch. Not sure where any of the Stuarts are or anything. I don't know if there he is. There, he's right in front of us. Got a Stuart trying to lead the charge. This infantry's feeling really pinned down inside this creek bed here, though. Several squad leaders for Condor Ronin out in the front, but it does look like Oceanic Ocelots has taken the better of this exchange. Now pushing their P4 up, trying to support the infantry that is in the circle right now. P4 is pretty hurt, though. If he catches a couple more rounds or maybe a rocket or two, maybe Condor Ronin might be able to take him out. A pretty good position down here on the south side of the map. There's only just that one. Did the Stewart get him? I didn't see any rounds come in. Kind of seems like the medium got him from way out there. I just didn't see the round. It's hard to see the round on this map. They don't always light up right. Either way, there goes the P4 now. Oceanic Ocelots still getting the better of this exchange, still getting the cap pressure. Condor Ronin trying to push their infantry up into the front door, but they are getting taken out by the infantry that's coming down on top of this position here. Tank rounds still going back and forth from the two Pumas further back. Exchanging with the Stewart here in the medium off to our right. Does look like Condor Ronin has a pretty good strong position over here on the right of their flank. Holding the center of the line here. Trying to get around flak position, but they can't really push out from there. They can get shooting positions. There goes the capture. Oceanic Ocelots takes control of flak positions. Take a look at the map. There is nothing threatening Doof Bridge. There's a Greyhound getting very aggressive back here on the back side. I feel like he's going to get caught by one of these Pumas if he's not careful. What am I looking at? Is that a supply truck that's stuck in the water? Yeah. That's probably the starting supply truck. Probably already used both of the supply boxes anyways, but... The Greyhound and the Puma. Recon tank. Oh, the Greyhound catches a round. It's a Greyhound versus a Puma, though. So he's going to drive past, get shot in the back. And the Greyhound goes down. Nice shot by Crawley. The Greyhound getting taken out by a solo. I'm not sure if that was a crew or not. I wasn't paying attention. Let's jump back up here to the north. It does look like Condor Ronin is starting to get some cap pressure going on during that distraction. They do still have this Stewart just back here off into the creek bed here. That's helped keeping the pressure up here on the very front edge of the circle. A couple of guys starting to make it in. Fighting is starting to get very close here. Boca trying to get Gerard. These guys shooting at each other. Very close range. Grenades going out. I think that went in the pit, so I think Gerard's going to be fine. Oh, it's a smoke. It was a smoke. Yeah. Condor Ronin still trying to push the front door, having a hard time break through, but they've got a nice envelopment going on over here to the west. They are starting to be stalled up on the main road over here as Oceanic Ocelots try to push their guys up the center. Having control of the black position at the time, they're going to want to try and get the pressure out over here at Doof Bridge, but it's going to take us some time to get in position. I'm pretty sure I just saw a bombing run over there. I do see something over here catching rounds from one of the tanks. It looks like a P4 has pulled out. And he's narrowly escaped the final round from the medium over there. Should be able to get this thing repaired up unless he's able to keyhole him through that hole. Nope. I don't think that wall is loading in from where he is, and he's way back there. Oh. P4 is like up on an angle a little bit. Here comes the next round, maybe? I can't tell what the medium's doing. He's so far away. Ooh, he's trying to get rockets out of him, but that other dead tank's sitting right there. Black making his way down here, too. They're right on top of this crew as he's trying to repair up his P4. KG goes down. The medium's still trying to get rounds on it. Let's take a quick look at the map. It does look like Oceanic Ocelots was able to control their front door position. The medium's finally found the right sweet spot, starting to get some rounds on the P4, who is returning fire now. There's the hit. He is repairing. It does look like the medium is going to back off and repair up himself. He just caught a round from over here somewhere. I saw that. What got him? There's something over here shooting. I have no idea what took down that medium over there. There was something over here on this side sending rounds that way. I saw it hit him in the side and blow him up. Nice shot, whoever it was. Rocket's going out trying to stop this tank push here on the very front edge of the circle of flak position. Oceanic Ocelots has managed to push out and get some guys on the, taking up position outside this barge here. This barge pretty much controls the front door. The Stewart. It's been smoked up. It's gonna have to back off. Infantry trying to push in for Condor Ronin, but they're just completely stalled up here, even with the tank pressure. Having a hard time break through here. Oceanic Ocelots has a very good shooting position spread out across a wide line so they can just shoot these guys from multiple directions. Now, Condor Ronin themselves do have a pretty good line going on over here. They have lost some ground in the west as Oceanic Ocelots now pushing up the central road. Trying to get a push going on at Dube River. Now, it can be difficult. Right about here is when Oceanic Ocelots is going to run into the next bridge they have to cross. And there's some more spawn-ins for Condor Ronin, but Flo gets a couple of them as he pushes up before being taken out. Does not get the OP, and I don't think he could hear it where he was. Might have spotted the spawn-in. Bombing run coming through for Oceanic Ocelot. Should clear a decent amount of infantry. And I think I saw it get the garrison back there. A lot of these guys ran away, managed to survive the bombing run, but... Where are you guys going? Oh, I see. There is a Greyhound right there. Were they the... I bet they were the Stewart crew. The Stewart got destroyed. They were out of the tank repairing it. Now they're running over for the Greyhound. That's what it looks like. No, they spawned that garrison. I don't know. They're taking the Greyhound. Condor Ronin now breaking through here in the center, but they're taking a lot of casualties trying to do it. More spawn-ins for Oceanic Ocelots, but the artillery's coming down right on top of them. Condor Ronin taking casualties. They have retaken the barge. Ultra trying to hold the position, waiting for more reinforcements to push up. They do have this medium tank back here who is catching rounds from the south. And you can see a tank right now. Looks like a P4, medium P4, moving into position on the opposite side of flak position to try and engage these tanks. Not sure if he's got that shot or not. I think he might have to back up a little bit and shoot through this window here. He backs up a touch. Or forward, maybe. It's hard when you're... Well, I guess it's not a solo, but still. It's hard. You can't see 100%. They don't see what I see either. Let's shift back up here to the north. We're going to watch this engagement from this side. We should see this medium tank start catching some rounds from that P4 once he gets into position. There is also, looks like, another P4 over here. So 2 tanks for Oceanic Ocelots getting ready to engage this medium. He's about to have a really hard time supporting this infantry. Oh, he's going to pull up at a terrible time, too. The P4 should just about have a shot on him. If he pulls out, he could get tag teamed. Not sure if he's got a shot or not. Looks like he's got a shot. It sure looks like he's got a shot. Keyhole, like right through the tent. There's a lot of smoke over there, though. You should see the flashes. There's the hit. Got a hit off, ricocheted off the top of the tank. The medium's going to start to back up. Medium Sherman does have a repair station here. Should be just fine. I do see the other tank for the Germans is repositioning. Is that Panther? P4? It's P4. Looks like he's heading over to the west. Might be trying to support a push over here. They've got a heavy up in the center, over here on the central road. Here on the center highway. He is shooting back towards that medium who is, I believe, in cover from this position. But he's catching some rockets from behind. Visor now up on the rooftop trying to figure out where these rockets are coming from. Loraldi, as a squad leader, managed to get around behind. Reddy coming up as well. Perhaps with some more rockets. Let's go see what his build is. Yeah, rockets. Trying to come up with some more rockets. This is a two-man at the moment. Davism jumps out trying to get the repair. They are catching some rounds from the medium over there who's trying to engage. The medium goes down. Nice shot by Bean, who was the last man in the tank. Loraldi gets taken down on the backside, trying to push up behind this tank. A bunch of infantry has spawned in around this Panther to make sure he stays alive. Oceanic Ocelots does not want to lose that Panther. He's very important for what they have going on over there on the western side of the battle. Vunger managed to get in here around. I don't think he's really gonna be able to do much. Maybe get a rocket or two on that P4 if he has any left. Oh. There is an OP right here. Looks like Oceanic Ocelots is trying to push out and retake the creek bed yet again. There's no tank here anymore. Kind of seems like Condor Ronin might lose the position now they don't have the support of that tank. Oceanic Ocelots has two tanks help supporting this push from their infantry who are now pushing in, trying to clear out the creek beds. Not all of them made it, and there is some more spawn-ins for Condor Ronin though. So they're still holding the position. Let's head over here to the west. There's kind of a fight going on over here by the where'd he go? Where'd the Panther go? I turned my head for 2 seconds. The Panther gets destroyed. They must have taken it down for fuel because there's no. He probably got destroyed. I do see a heavy back here. That's my guess. He got a rear shot on him while he was sitting in that courtyard. Rockets coming out from Oceanic Ocelot trying to get a hold of this Stewart who is getting aggressive around on the backside of Oceanic Ocelot's lines. He is being supported by the heavy. He is starting to get around behind here too, and he does have the support of this one squad has managed to get around behind their lines. Condor Ronin has managed to extend their line all the way far to the west. There is a handful of guys all the way out there for Oceanic Ocelots, but for the most part, Oceanic Ocelots has kept their lines right here in the center, whereas Condor Ronin is spread out a little further to the west, as well as enveloping around behind. I want to watch what this Stewart does in a minute. Might be able to get on top of this P4. I don't know what how much he'll be able to do to him. It is a two-man. Garage gets taken down by the Stewart. KG up on top of the house back. How does he even see anything with the weather like this? How do you see anything with the weather like that? It's just shooting at pings, I guess. Oh, but Loraldi and ASR up close. Looks like one of those guys took him down. They saw him up there. What did he just destroy? The Stewart did just manage to destroy the P4. The Stewart destroyed the P4 while he wasn't looking. I didn't think he'd be able to get a hold of him that easily, but he did. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm sorry for that. There is some cap pressure going on now over here at flak position. I do see a half track right there as well. There is a half track for Condor Ronin right on the front door of flak position. Oceanic Ocelots controls the edge of the map, so they should be able to push some infantry up and then push into the flank of this attack. Condor Ronin did manage to bring another tank up to support this push. They do have some guys up in the circle. There is at least one guy swinging around behind him from Oceanic Ocelots. But Condor Ronin has a pretty nice push going on, about a third of the way captured here now at flak position. There is a number of infantry up inside the circle. They are starting to get blasted by the artillery, though. It's going to be difficult for Condor Ronin to bring their reinforcements in. They do got some guys running across the open right there. You can see Ling Ling and Valdez running across the open. Might be able to make their way in from that side. This artillery coming down right on top of the barge is going to make it almost impossible to push in from that position, though. There is several squad leaders now up inside the circle. Ooh, but he did get taken out by the artillery, so he's not going to be able to get an OP up. Surprisingly, Condor Ronin is still capping this, even though there's a P4 and a Puma here. There's a lot more infantry now inside the circle for Condor Ronin. They get a couple more spawn-ins inside the circle there. There goes the Puma, who pulls out, trying to get aggressive, trying to stop this capture. Gets taken down by the medium. The P4 back here is hurt as well. He is being repaired up by the repair station, but the medium Sherman over there seems to have his position pretty well. Seems to have his position locked down. He's catching rounds from this heavy over here, too. There's a 76. You can see him way out there sending rounds out this way, trying to get a hold of this P4 as well. So the P4 is completely locked down over there on the edge of the map. Here comes the medium Sherman pulling up, trying to get an angle on the P4. There's one hit. The P4 might try to back off. I don't know if he'll be able to. He does have a repair station, so he should be able to at least return fire. No, he is destroyed before the repair station is able to make up the difference. Medium Sherman gets the kill on the P4. Nice kill, boys. There is still a decent amount of infantry up inside the circle for Oceanic Ocelots. They have a lot of guys inside the zone as well. Stalled at the capture. The medium Sherman should be free to push up inside the circle. The reinforce is almost completely up. They've also almost completely captured. The medium pushing up right on top of the garrison now. Takes out the garrison. Clears out all the reinforcements. Does catch a rocket from behind, but the infantry cleans up the AT. The medium is looking pretty safe at the moment. And it looks like Condor Ronin is going to capture flak position here at the 1 hour, 4 minute, and 45 second mark. 50 second mark. Nice capture by Condor Ronin. Let's see if they can consolidate in time to hold this down. It does look like Oceanic Ocelots has a number of guys in position to be able to push back in. They've already got their OPs up and ready to attack. There is several tanks already in position, though. That half-track back there as well, doing wonders for keeping reinforcements coming in for Condor Ronin. Looks like that medium Sherman has been repaired up as well. There is a Panther. No, Tiger. Tiger and a P4 right here. Maybe they don't... I think that's another. It's another medium. I thought it was 76. It's another medium. So 2 mediums for Condor Ronin, a medium and a heavy for Oceanic Ocelots. And this medium Sherman looks like he's going to try and get aggressive with the Tiger. Gets 1 round, immediately starts to back off. Catches a round from the Tiger. Should be able to get out of there. The Tiger catching some flank fire from the other medium, preventing him from wanting to push forward. A bunch of ATs swarming all over the the P4. Reddy gets 1 rocket into him. ASR trying to get the satchel on. No satchel. You saved the P4 by shooting it with that rocket and letting them know that there was... ASR would have gotten the satchel on it if you hadn't have done that. I see that so often. Greedy ATs shooting. I don't know. Maybe there's a different logic behind it. You know, you don't want to let the tank get away. But I see that a lot. Somebody trying to get a satchel on the tank, and then somebody with a rocket blows him up. And then the tank gets away. He didn't blow him up that time, but you know what I mean. Anyways, the Tiger is doing just fine. He is being smoked up by the medium over there. The P4 is doing just fine. ASR trying to get up on top of him. He's not going to have as much luck this time. Ooh. Mattias. I think he managed to land a nice long-range rocket from way over there in the creek bed. Here comes the next one. Just a little short. Alright, we're going to go ahead and back the camera up. It does look like Condor Ronin has consolidated really well here at flak position, utilizing this half track back here. They got supplies coming down, backup supplies. They've got a garrison up inside the position. Let's take a look at the garrison spread. Garrison spread looking pretty strong, maybe a little thin here in the center for Condor Ronin. Garrison spread for Oceanic Ocelots, not too bad. Just got one up in the back line, looking good. Nothing here in the west. Kind of leaving their flank open over there, but it depends on what you want to protect, I suppose. These tanks catching rounds from across the field. It's that 76 that's still over there in the center by Duve River. Oh, they're just hammering this Tiger. He is surviving somehow, trying to back off. Definitely could use some repairs. Should be able to back out of there. Should be just fine. Oh, no! They got him! Oh, I spoke too soon. I thought he was gonna make it. Now the P4 is backing off, trying to save himself. There is another medium P4 over here. They still have a decent number of tanks to help with their engagements. They haven't lost everything. They're having a hard time engaging with these tanks. So here's another tank over here. Is that the 76? That is the 76. Looks like he's repositioning towards the center again. Now, over here in the west, does look like Oceanic Ocelots has been able to keep Condor Ronin from being able to push into the red zone. Condor Ronin does have a couple of guys that are getting up close. They do get taken down before they're able to make it into the zone, though. More reinforcements spawning in for Oceanic Ocelots. Oceanic Ocelots actually taking some good positioning here, using these ditches and creek beds to set their snipers up off on flanks. What are you shooting at? Trying to get a hold of that AT gun out there. See if he gets it. Too far. Good effort, though. A for effort. You get a gold sticky star, Magic. Zhao making his way around, about to run into this truck here. Hits the truck with a rocket, doesn't kill the driver, doesn't destroy the truck. The truck beeps his horn at him. Gets him with the second one. That's what you get for beeping your horn. All right, let's head back over here towards the center, see what's going on towards aid station. Oh, this is not. They're not going for Carentan. It's aid station. I never even really. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be a grind then. Where's the point? There it is. It kind of blends in with me, all this red. Does look like Oceanic Ocelots has spread out towards the west a little bit. A little gap in here in their line. Some guys pushing towards that at the moment. There is a wide flank going on for Condor Ronin. Handful of guys out there to the far west. If they manage to capture aid station, they'd be in a good position to push on the road to Carentan. The two mediums now working in tandem, trying to engage the... I think that's a P4. Yeah, P4 back there. P4 looking like he's about to peak. I don't know if he wants to. Neither one of these tanks are looking, though, so it's a good time for him to peek. Now's his chance. Oh, he's... The rocket's going out from the ATs. I don't know, maybe he just doesn't want to pull out all the way. Oh, the medium not shooting at him, though. He's losing his opportunity here. They're going to find him in a minute. As soon as he fires his first shot, they should see him. Medium Shermans are actually repositioning. I'm a little surprised that that P4 pulled out the way he did and hasn't engaged with these mediums. Like, he is exposed. They could hit him. They could definitely hit him if they were to just look that way. I'm not sure that this guy can see him through the trees, but he is just hanging out over there. Maybe he's waiting for his crew. He is a solo right now. Lots of artillery coming down on top of these tanks now. Here comes the 76 pushing up to support this push as well. Taking a look at the map. There is now 4 tanks on the map for Condor Ronin. 2 heavies and 2 mediums. These 3 at least are fully crewed. This one fully crewed. 4 fully crewed tanks. So might start to feel a little thin with the infantry, but then again, it is Purple Heart Lane. This is very much a tank map. Over here in the far west, it does look like Oceanic Ocelots starting to lose their position. The stormy weather doing wonders to allow Condor Ronin to just get right up on them. Oh, Wolves gets taken down by Dados. Dados gets taken down. Condor Ronin losing reinforcements. Magic over here to the west gets spotted and taken out. There is OPs over there. There is a supply truck headed this way. Probably thinking maybe it's time to get a garrison up this far out to the west. He's going to run right into Patroclo. The storm. I think the storm is actually kind of saving him right now. Patroclo takes some shots at him. Gets a hold of him. Sanity goes down. No garrison on the flank for Oceanic Ocelots. Shifting back over to the center. I see fire right there. I don't know what it is. It's a flare. Okay, I still see 3 tanks here. Do I see 3 tanks? I do not. I see 2 tanks. One of the mediums over here was destroyed while we were looking over to the west. I do still see the medium P4 here. Is it just him? Did that medium P4 destroy that Sherman? Didn't get found, huh? The storm just doing wonders for them. It's so hard to spot him in the cover that he's in. He is pretty hurt. Backed off. Should be able to repair up. Has more than just the solo he was before, too. Just a couple of 2-mans here for the tanks. For Oceanic Ocelots. Down to 3 tanks now for Condor Ronin, but a couple of heavies and all 3 of them are fully crewed, so the medium Sherman now being forced to back off. He is catching more rounds from the P4s. Kind of shooting blind through the smoke now. He's gonna get stuck on this buddy. I want to say he should be able to back off and repair, but the last time he said that, the tank exploded 2 seconds later, so I don't know if I dare say it. These guys are still shooting at him. He's smoking it up, though. I think he's going to be okay. Handful of infantry slipping through here in the center, but there's plenty of defenders here for Oceanic Ocelots. This really should come down to some sort of tank battle, I think. The P4 is now repositioning for Oceanic Ocelots. 53 minutes left on the clock, and so far Condor Ronin has just been slowly, very slowly and steadily marching their line forward. Catching some rounds onto the 76. They put an AT gun up here, and they've caught the 76 out in the open. He's getting caught by all 3 tanks at the same time. Getting blasted by this AT gun, just completely annihilated. Fulkin on the backside repairing him up while it's happening. Artillery comes out and destroys the AT gun. And the P4 now catching some rounds from the 76. The P4 is trying to back off. Rockets going out trying to engage the 76, who is still being repaired by Fulkin. The other P4 pushing out, trying to get around behind him. Younger just spawned in as an AT. The 76 catches a round. Should be able to put a rocket into him. Here comes another rocket from Ultra. Here comes the next shot from the 76. The P4 goes down. The 76 just tearing it up back here with help from the ATs. Unbelievable. That one actually kind of goes to Fulkin right there for keeping that 76 alive. He repaired that thing through all them hits. Oh, the other P4 went down as well. Oceanic Ocelot losing their tanks. Let's take a look at the map. They do have a heavy coming up here now in the center. Should be able to engage this other 76 who has a medium coming up behind him. Again, Condor Ronin with the tank advantage. Sacrificing some of their infantry pressure for tank pressure. Not a bad plan on a map like Purple Heart Lane where tanks can engage from so far away. Now that the fog and rain is gone, these tanks are going to go back to engaging long distance. Elkrauser should have eyes on this Tiger now too. So, oh, he's taking the garrison down here. Spotted one of their garrisons. The Tiger, I don't think he can get a shot on him where he is. He might actually get that garrison. Even with the Tiger right there. Yeah. Elkrauser gets the garrison with the Tiger looming over top of him. Looks like the Tiger is actually trying to make his way over here towards Aid Station, which is being pressured on the front door now after the loss of the 2 P4s. The tanks have pushed up for Condor Ronin, but the medium is catching rockets from Mirage. More rockets coming out from the other side, coming from Condor Ronin, trying to return the favor. 76 still hanging back, shooting long range, while the medium Sherman is getting right up in their face, putting the pressure on while the infantry's coming around. Here comes Vunger shooting people in the back. Might have even got himself an OP there. Getting himself some more kills, supporting the infantry that's pushing across the open over here, and more infantry now breaking through for Condor Ronin. This medium Sherman, a massive problem for Oceanic Ocelots, sitting here on the front door just blasting away at their infantry. Where is that heavy? He is still a long ways back. There is a Puma making his way forward, it's going to try and help support this defense. There is still time. These guys are not that close yet. They're still outside the circle, just barely inside the zone. Not a ton of pressure going on yet. And this medium Sherman is taking a lot of damage. He's trying to back off. He's catching... Where is he catching rounds from? Is he really from way back there? The Tiger just shoot at him from way back there? I can't 100% tell. It does seem like one of those tanks are shooting at him from way back there, though. Or maybe the Tiger in the center? Either way, medium's backing off. Trying to put some more rockets into him, but he is making it safely back towards his lines. Might need to bust out with the smokes again. He's pretty damaged, but his infantry now pushing up while the infantry from Oceanic Ocelots is focused on that medium Sherman. The infantry from Condor Ronin has managed to push up and take control of the next hedgerow. Now bypassing the infantry here inside these trenches. The Stinto now shooting into their flank as Vargas pushes up. There is I think there's an OP still back here. It is right there inside the trench. Should be able to get some more spawn-ins. But these guys are pushing up, so they've got the medium is being repaired up. The 76 is still back there shooting across the map. And Condor Ronin just using their tanks to great effect. Feels like they're leapfrogging their tank and infantry battles. They'll do a little tank push, and then they'll back their tanks off and let their infantry push in. And then as soon as the infantry stalls up, then they push their tanks forward again. It's kind of how it's felt. I don't know if that's what they're actually doing, but that's what it has felt like. Almost getting a hold of this medium, not quite able to destroy him. Space Alien does get taken out by Vargas, who looks like he found that OP that was in that trench. Oceanic Ocelot starting to take casualties back here on the backside of the canal. Aid station feeling very threatened right now. Some more spawn-ins right there. The artillery's coming down right on top of it. That garrison is known. There's a garrison there, and that round landed directly on top of that garrison. There's some long-range tank engagements going on. Oh, the Tiger backs off to repair behind the hedge, but now he's catching rounds from the other side. I'm not sure which one of these. It's the medium back there is catching him in the distance. Not getting good hits, though. The Tiger might be able to destroy him if he gets a good return fire. Here it should come. I don't know if you can see him through those bushes. It must just be like a ping on this tank or something that he's shooting at. There goes the half-track pushing up. I can see that. Oh! And the half-track goes down. I think that half-track just saved the medium from a round that was coming in from that Tiger, too. Unbelievable. What was this here? Just went down. It's just a repair station. Oceanic Ocelot still keeping a good amount of infantry here inside aid station. The 76 has pushed up now. He's probably going to be engaged with this Tiger here in a second. I don't think so. I think he's pretty safe where he is. Yeah, there's a house between them. I think he's safe. Oh, no, I'm looking the wrong way. There is hedgerows between them, though, so he is pretty safe at the moment. More infantry slipping in here in the center for Condor Ronin. Let's take a look at the map. See, there is nobody that has managed to get around behind for Oceanic Ocelots. The line still slowly pushing forward for Condor Ronin. More spawn-ins for Oceanic Ocelots. I can't believe he caught that half-track with a round. I am certain that he was shooting at the medium when that happened. More infantry starting to make it across. There was an OP over here. Supplies on the ground. Totem not quite spotting them. Totem does get spotted and taken down, but he might have had eyes on that garrison over there through the barbed wire. We already know they have a good idea where it is because of Artie. But the infantry is getting up on this. The Tiger is engaging with the 76, who has pulled out to engage with the Tiger. The Tiger just caught, or the 76 just caught another round. I don't know if that medium back there can engage or not. He does. They're engaging at the same time. 76 catches another round. The medium gets him with one. 76, these guys are just ricocheting off this Tiger like crazy. There goes the 76. Another massive spawn and just got wiped by the Artie while this was happening too. The Tiger should be able to repair up. The medium now repositioning so that he's not battling with the Tiger anymore. But the infantry is breaking in now for Condor Ronin. Grenades going off on top of this garrison now. I don't know if he can get it with a rocket through the barbed wire. I don't think he can. I think it'll explode if it hits the barbed wire. A couple of OPs just burned a totem right there who's right on top of the garrison, though. The medium might even try to reposition itself so he can get around on that garrison. I think he can shoot it right through here if he does it just right. I don't know. I would say I don't know if he can drive through this, though. I don't know if he gets stuck. Looks like it's shallow. People have been running through this, right? Oh, the garrison's gone. I didn't see him shoot, so I don't know what took it out. A different tank? Let's take a look at what's going on with the map. There's a heavy back over here in the center. Here comes another half-track pushing up. Condor Ronin actually pushing a half-track up like they're about to capture aid station. Lots of spawn-ins for their infantry over here, trying to make their way across the creek bed so they can take control of the zone. More spawn-ins for Oceanic Ocelots, but they are being cleaned up. Artillery coming down for both sides right on top of this position. This half-track, again, getting a little spicy with his positioning. That is aggressively greedy for the half-track. I love it. Half-track is now active right inside the circle. I don't even know if they saw that happen because of the fog. Spawn-in's already happening on top of the half-track now. Medium trying to engage with the Tiger. Trying to keep him busy. Several squad leaders pushing in from this flank. Girard heading up this way as a squad leader trying to get something going on back over here for Oceanic Ocelots. He's laying in the prone here because if he stands up, these guys will see him. There goes the garrison. He's going to see that those supplies are missing supplies. There's the defensive bombing run from Oceanic Ocelots. Distinto spots Girard, but does not manage to get a hold of him. Girard does get taken out. I don't know if anybody spotted this garrison or not. Here comes Tony Soprano, but he's just laying low in the hedges for the moment. The half-track is damaged, but not destroyed. We will see if they can get another spawn-in on it here before the infantry is able to make it up. I don't think this infantry is going to be able to get on top of this half-track. Should be able to get another spawn-in. There is this garrison over here on the edge of the map, though, that they were able to get up. Was not spotted. There's a spawn-in on the garrison. Spawn-in on the half-track at the exact same time. Bigger spawn-in on the garrison, though. Should be able to keep this secure. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on there. It looks like there's some heavier tank pressure going on over here towards the central road. Condor Ronin trying to make sure that they keep a good, strong hold over here on the main road so that if they get this capture, they can just push right into Carentan. Look at this. They've got infantry up in here. Mackinac just all the way up in the next zone. Looking for garrisons. Getting kills, too. Cleaning up their infantry that are trying to come out of the HQ. He's very close to getting their garrison back here. Here comes the counter bombing run coming out from Condor Ronin. Did not get the garrison that they had placed all the way over on the edge of the map. This garrison might be their saving grace. Distinto gets Crawley and Cortex. Nice shooting by Distinto. Still not aware that garrison's over there, though. Distinto, it's got already smoke coming down on top of him. It's just got to try to bring some ATs around, try to get around behind this tank that's over here. The tank is actually repositioning. It's going to be up to Distinto to keep these guys from pushing through on this garrison, but it does look like Oceanic Ocelots have stabilized here at aid station. One of the tanks for Condor Ronin now heading back in this direction. Oh, what did he just get a hold of? Was that Luke's that was coming out? I saw Luke's a minute ago that was driving. Now it's a truck. All right, let's take a look. I want to know what happened to that Luke's we saw. There's a medium and a medium engaging over there in the center. There's a couple of heavies that are pushing this way. They're going to have to engage with this Tiger who is still holed up behind this hedgerow back here. He is just catching massive amounts of damage now from the tanks that have repositioned. He does have a repair station, had just enough of engine left to be able to back off. Tank's now no longer able to engage with him as he's behind the hedgerow. More reinforcements coming in for Oceanic Ocelots. This garrison that's all the way on the edge of the map, keeping things stable for them. Condor Ronin not quite aware of where the garrison is. They came so close to spotting that too. A couple times. Ran right past the supplies that it was built off a couple times too. But happens. Crazy coincidences. Ultra now making his way up. Is going to get spotted by Crawley. But he does take out Crawley. Tempest should have heard that. Ultra goes down. Distinto should now be aware that there's significant infantry presence on the next hedgerow. Siri making his way out into the open. He's going to make it to the next hedge. Does not make it to the next hedge. Gets taken out by the artillery. Tempest goes down as well. Beats gets taken out trying to make his way across. And these guys are stalled up trying to make their way across this little tiny courtyard. Over here further to the west, this 76 out in the open. You'd think he'd be able to help with this infantry here, but he's very focused on the Tiger, who's just barely peeking his front end out. I'm not even sure if he's catching around. Maybe catching some ricochets right now. Tiger pulling out. Oh, immediately catches a round from the 76, who is watching. Oh. Oh! Swing and a miss with the precision strike. Just a little too far away from the hedgerow. Good effort. Might have done a little bit of damage. Maybe the 76 can get a hold of him now that he's pulling out again, though. He is backing off pretty fast. I think he can make it back into cover. Yeah, he angled. He should be just fine. This Tiger and this garrison keeping things alive for Oceanic Ocelots right now. They got this other garrison here to the west, too, keeping things stable over there. But the tanks are getting aggressive again for Condor Ronin. Not sure what just went off on this 76 here. It kind of looked like Artie. No, he's catching rounds from that medium, long-range medium. He's quite hurt. I think he was being engaged over there, but now Panther pushing up. He's going to get engaged by the medium. Oh, he missed. Panther's going to get the shot. Oh, he looks so exposed right now. Lands the hit. That's a medium Sherman. He's trying to get into cover. Catches a rocket. Manages to get into cover. Will the Panther be able to keyhole here? Does indeed keyhole through the opening. And the medium Sherman goes down to the Panther. Nice shooting. Whichever one of you was in the gunner seat. Infantry still pushing out over here for Condor Ronin, though, trying to make things uncomfortable over here on the 5th point. I think they're really hoping that they can get this capture over here. The medium now being engaged again by the Tiger over here. No, not the Tiger. Hold on. Must have been a rocket, because this Tiger's definitely engaging the tanks over there towards the center again. And it looks like next shot could decide it. Indeed it does. Tank goes down, and the Tiger is going to pull back into cover. This Tiger is a miracle worker back there. This medium as well repairing up. I think he caught some rockets, maybe. I definitely saw him get hit with something. Catches a rocket from Siri just now. Holding this position pretty good for Condor Ronin, though. Another look at the mag. Just want to make sure nobody's swinging around. There is, in fact, an airhead on the back line. Ling Ling sitting directly below it. That airhead will not survive, even with the Artie coming down on top of it. No bombing run or nothing. That airhead will not survive. This 76 looking like he's been roughed up pretty good. He does have a repair station. I think he's catching rounds from that Tiger over there. He's definitely catching rockets. I don't think that Tiger can hit him. This 76 kind of in a tough spot, though. He can peek and shoot, but he can't move. Looks like the Tigers that were over here in the center got cleaned up as well. Condor Ronin losing quite a few of their tanks. 30 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Condor Ronin trying desperately to break into aid station. They've managed to keep Oceanic Ocelots on the back foot for this entire fight, but just not. They haven't quite been able to break in here. They've had a couple of guys that managed to get up in there. Just as he's about to put a satchel on the building, he gets taken out by a rocket. I was going to say Unger might want to consider a satchel, but he did indeed. He's got a satchel up on the hedge. Crowley trying to make his way up. Oh, what? No. No. What are you? No. I'm like, back that tank up, man. That would just be something to watch a tank get blown up by a friendly satchel. Clears the hedgerow. The garrison's still alive, though, so they're going to have to push fast if they want to get through there. They are already taking casualties, though, from the flank. As Oceanic Ocelots are also pushing out at the same time. Distinto managed to make it up into the next hedge. Might be able to get an OP up, but I don't know if he'll be able to keep it alive. He doesn't really have any reinforcements anymore. The tank is still there. Crawley trying to make his way up to it. Distinto now basically on tank saving duty. Crawley's going to try and jump out. Gets taken out immediately by Distinto. No more ATs over here at the moment. Let's shift back over to the west. It does look like there's a handful of guys on the south side of the creek bed for Condor Ronin now trying to make their way up this ditch. Ooh, some exchanging going on here. These guys making their way up this ditch. He's the only one. They do get cleaned up by the grenades. Not enough of a distraction for anybody to break through anywhere else. This tank over here looks like he was forced to back off. Got chased out by ATs or something. Again, engaging with this Tiger. But the Tiger should land this final round. Oh, it's a ricochet. Will it be enough to take out the Tiger? Finally, get him away from this hedge. Oh, he's going to run. He ran. He went back into cover. The Tiger's going to live yet again. He's got 3 repair stations behind him. 3 repair stations sitting behind this tank. This medium looking pretty damaged, throwing smokes out in front of himself as he's trying to back off and repair up his tank. The infantry now pushing up, trying to support him. Cortex lands a rocket in one of those infantrymen. I'm pretty sure he was shooting for the tank, so it might have just saved the tank. Distinto trying to prevent these guys from breaking through, but Gerard comes around the backside and takes him out. Oh, the medium getting lit up pretty good. He's still a full crew, but Bunnies is trying to get a satchel on him. Oh, but Bunnies gets killed by Cortex, who throws a rocket into the tank and kills his friend before he can put the satchel on. You out of rockets, Cortex? That's usually the case, too. It's usually the second rocket that does it. Gerard comes around the backside, does manage to clean up an OP before getting taken out by a Distinto. Able to push up and at least get some sort of OP up there inside the ditch, but Oceanic Ocelot's making a good push over here in the center. I see this Tiger catching rounds again. There's a ammo station here and everything. This tank has like built a home here. Oh, the Artie's taking it all out though. All 3 repair stations gone. I can hear him still loading ammo even though the station's gone. Ooh, Bunny's up on him again. There's the satchel. Put it on the repair station, but the tank is still there. They're gonna check the tank for the satchel and think it's clear. Oh, there's nobody in the tank anymore. Tank is dead. Tank and repair station go down. Bunnies finally clears out that medium. Has been there forever. Kind of like this Tiger who's just been here forever. Just can't quite clear him out of here. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on with the situation. It does look pretty much the same at the moment. It does kind of seem like Condor Ronin has gotten a little closer up here in the center, closer to Road to Carate, but they just can't break through. They can't get rid of this Tiger, and this Tiger is just anchoring down their back line. They can't drive any of their own tanks up in there as long as that Tiger is there. Ooh, Beats takes a hold of the Puma as he's trying to drive in. Does look like Matthias has managed to slip through in the back line here. Might have taken down an OP or two. Gets a hold of Sanity. Poro still there laying low in the ditch. gets a hold of Matthias. Mattias. However you want it pronounced. Again, a handful of infantry breaking through for Condor Ronin, but this Tiger back behind him. Massive spawning on the garrison there, keeping things nice and secure here for Oceanic Ocelots. 27 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Getting a little warm. Turn my fan on, make sure my PC doesn't overheat. Just taking up their positions. Blocking up that creek bed. Looks like there's somewhat of a push going on here in the center between these tanks. These tanks again engaging with each other. Or are they? Seems like that Tiger's repairing again. 76 engaging with the infantry here. Valdez making his way across the road, but he gets taken out again before he's able to get in there. There's actually no OP there. It's just this one man. This one lone infantryman who's keeping this position under control for Oceanic Ocelots. If he goes down, they lose their center. I do see Poros trying to push up and retake the position. He is making his way up this trench over here, this ditch. Got guys pushed across the open as Mirage trying to set up his MG out in the field on this burnt out tank. Valkyriex managed to get up in there onto Dolman. Dolman bails. Valkyriex gets taken down from behind. Dolman still surviving up here. Oh, gets Nation Killer. Dolman on a rampage over here. I wonder what his kill streak is right now. Oh, he got taken down by Beats. He bought enough time for reinforcements to make their way forward, though. Beats making his way across, but Condor Ronin lost a good amount of their pressure up over here. Airhead now coming down. Has a little bit of infantry pressure. That Tiger might be able to hit this. He is being engaged. Ooh. I didn't think he could be hit. The Tiger... No, it's not the Tiger. It's another repair station. Tricked me. The airhead is live, though. Reinforcements coming in off the airhead. Starting to push into the circle. Cap pressure starting to swing towards Condor Ronin. More reinforcements coming in off the garrison. Bombing run about to come through for Oceanic Ocelots defensively. At the same time, an offensive bombing run from Condor Ronin. Condor Ronin going for the Tiger. Again, not aware that the garrison is way off over on the edge of the map over here. Here comes the counter bombing run. We'll clean up the airhead. Should get a decent amount of this infantry as well. Oh, Satchel goes off. Clears up the flank, though. These guys are so focused on the circle, they're never going to find this garrison over here because they just push straight towards the circle every time. This garrison is like the perfect garrison. Doc gets rabble. Spawning on the OP. Bunger goes down. Oh, he's going to drop a grenade, though. OP goes down. Finally should have eyes on the garrison. Shock. You had to have seen that garrison when you came up and over. You had to have seen that garrison when you came up and over. You didn't see the garrison. No way. He had to have seen it when he came up and over. Well, anyways, Condor Ronin does take control of the circle, but the garrison's still alive. We'll see if they get some more spawnings on this garrison. Somebody should have eyes on it from the building over there, I would think. Wizzy might even be able to get his MG set up to be able to blast it. Most of these guys who get cleaned up, I would expect the MG. He's looking the other way. Oh, no, he is looking this way. They do know the garrison's there. I would expect to spawn in any second. There's the massive spawn in, but the rocket! The rocket cleans almost all of them up. I didn't even see who sent it out, but it was a beautiful rocket. Cortex goes down. All the reinforcements for Oceanic Ocelots are taken out. The garrison on the edge of the map is finally cleaned up. The Tiger. Can the Tiger hold on to this for him? This 76 repositioning, trying to get a shot on him. There's another tank behind me somewhere, too. I just saw the round go through. Let's take a look at the map, see what's going on. There's AT gun back up here to the north. There is another tank over here towards the center, towards Karatan. Just this one Tiger that I'm seeing at the moment. No, there's a medium. Here. Oh, man. Over 3/4 of the way captured here at aid station, though. Oceanic Ocelot should be... Or not Oceanic Ocelot, sorry. Condor Ronin should be in a good position once they capture it as well. The Tiger finally goes down. They finally managed to clear that Tiger out of there. And aid station goes to Condor Ronin here at the 21-minute and 30-second mark. Shifting over here towards Road to Karatan. We know that Condor Ronin has been in position for some time to try and push Karatan. There is quite a bit of reinforcements over here for Oceanic Ocelot, so they definitely are looking to prevent the 5-0 from happening. But, and Condor Ronin already pushing over towards the western edge of the map. That medium P4 now goes down. And Condor Ronin looking very strong at aid station. Oceanic Ocelot's having a hard time keeping these guys back. Oceanic Ocelot's trying to push their infantry up this one narrow road. I do see a Puma back here. A Puma trying to support this push, but there's infantry all over the circle here at aid station. Condor Ronin looking very comfortable. 20 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. I just saw something go up over there at Karatan. Looks like it might have been an AT gun. A couple of AT guns are dead now here in the road. And Condor Ronin with their tanks set up right in the road, keeping everything nice and safe and secure so their infantry can hold the center. I do see vehicles back there. It's a heavy. Long range engaging, I think. Is it even crewed? Yes, it is crewed. I don't even think he's engaging with the tank out there. Just trying to see what he sees. Oh yeah. They are indeed engaging. 76 takes a hit, but he's got the first shot. Can he land a good round on the Tiger? Hits him. Precision strike back there. Took out the 76. 76 got precision. So the Tiger technically wins the exchange. I wasn't sure whose precision strike that was, but... Yeah, 76 got taken out back here behind the bridge. There is a medium back here still, though, keeping things anchored down for Condor running over here on the, towards the center of their line. They are looking a little thin here as Oceanic Ocelot's taking advantage of the weather. Pushing some infantry up these ditches, trying to get up close. Fried Rice about to run into Trasla. Firefight going on behind us as well. OP should be lit up. OP goes down. And Fried Rice takes down Trasla. He does get cleaned up by Kanza from the roadway, though. More infantry pushing up for Condor Ronin, trying to retake the position, making sure that they don't get broken through here in the center. Things looking very secure back over here at aid station. I'm going to push back over to Road to Karatan, where I'm thinking we're going to start seeing a lot more pressure from Condor Ronin. They've got tanks over here. There is a Lukes. Or no, they don't have tanks over here. That's right, they lost their tank. Lemon Cloud on the garrison over here. Should be able to take it down. Garrison goes down. Patrick Clow takes a shot. Misses. Lemon Cloud waiting for him to peek. Gets a hold of him. Might be able to clear out some of the spawns over here, but I don't think he'll be able to get too much going on over there. It's the far edge of the map. It'd be a long walk for him to get around behind their lines to somewhere useful. There is a lot going around on the back side, though. There is squad leaders even all the way on the back side. Laralde has managed to get all the way back here by the arty guns. Should be able to bring some reinforcements here on the backside of Road to Carentan now. There is a Tiger. That Tiger is now pushing up through Road to Carentan. The infantry is all the way up on the circle now. I would definitely expect to see some ATs making an attempt at this Tiger. This Tiger is the main thing anchoring this position for them now. They are taking more casualties on their infantry from Condor Ronin as these guys are just getting right up on top of them. And Oceanic Ocelots are taking the worst of the exchange. This Tiger becoming more and more important by the second. Bang gets himself a couple of kills. Massive spawn in on the garrison there. Black was almost right on top of that garrison as an AT. Shifting back over to aid station. It looks like Condor Ronin has managed to push their infantry out down the hedgerow and is completely blocking up Oceanic Ocelots from pushing the front door. What is that? There's a tank there. Yes, it's a Panther. Look at this. That is some really good cover. As long as he can shoot. Looks like he has been engaging with something over there. 76, trying to engage with the 76 over here. Where was he? He's right there. Peeking up over that hill. Something back there just got destroyed. I saw that. Not sure what it was. Could have just been something in the HQ. There's another tank that's pushed up for Condor Ronin here on the central road. Siri managed to get around the backside. Should take care of Black. Is on top of the garrison now. Shock spawns in. Gets a hold of him before he can come around the corner. Saves the garrison and potentially the medium tank as well. The Luke's now driving in, trying to prevent this capture. These guys must be getting a little bit of cap pressure going on. Valdez has managed to get a satchel on the Tiger. No way. The Luke's is driving up over here. Oh, he was so close to getting two tanks. That Luke's was like 10 meters away from the range of that satchel. Unbelievable. That was so close. The Luke's now making his way back towards the HQ. Trying to get hold of the infantry that's back here. Chico sending out his rockets at the worst possible time. I hope you have another rocket, Chico, because the Luke's, a wounded Luke's is about to drive right in front of you. Oh, he gets I didn't see who got him. A Reaper, maybe. I don't know. Somebody got him. The Luke's is going to be able to make it away, though. About to start seeing some cap pressure here, though, in a second. Band should be able to get a rocket on this Luke's here as he comes into the circle. Oh, spins him around. Luke's is going to make his way up the road. You've got Tony Soprano. But is that Soprano? Is that you, buddy? Is it the real you? If it is, I haven't seen you in ages, and I love you. Must be out of rockets because he's got a pretty clear shot on that Luke's right about now. Valdez may be able to get another satchel going on over there. I'm wondering if he's just placed a satchel in the intersection. Is he still on the same life from when he killed the Tiger? Luke's is pushing up. Already coming down. The Luke's got destroyed. Medium pulling in. Looks like Condor Ronin would like to end this now. 13 minutes left on the clock. Condor Ronin driving a tank up into the circle of the 5th point. Infantry pushing up behind him. The medium just parking himself on the far side of the circle. Artillery coming down all around him. Infantry pushing up behind him. The capture has begun. Airhead coming down now into the trenches right next to the medium. I'm honestly not sure. I think that's actually a defensive airhead. Yeah, Beats is on it too. Beats sees the airhead. I think he just threw out a grenade, maybe? Missed. He's on the airhead though. Airhead goes down to Beats. Beats gets taken out, but the airhead is gone. About a quarter of the way captured here now at road to Carentan. The medium tank trying to back off. He's quite damaged now. I want to make sure you don't lose that medium. That's a lot of your cap pressure right now. More reinforcements starting to push in. Let's take a quick look at the map. It does look like A Station is nice and secure while this is happening. Just an AT gun duking it out with one of their tanks over here. AT gun way out there on the edge of the map. I don't even know if anybody's on it. I can't see it. There is somebody on it. But oh, the medium catching some rockets. There is another tank pushing in. He gets destroyed by the medium before he's able to get into the zone. This medium is severely damaged, though. He might need to reposition so he doesn't catch any more rounds. There is a Luke coming in. I don't think he spotted him, but a rocket catches the Lukes in the front right as he comes around the corner. The medium should be able to pop this corner now and take him down. Oh, he's not looking. They're not looking. They're not paying attention. And the Luke drives right in front of him. There he goes. Luke's gets taken down. Precision strike. Looked like it was going for the Panther, but did not get him. The Panther's on his way back over here to Carentan because they need to stop this front door pressure that's coming in from Condor Ronin. Again, the cap pressure has begun here at Carentan. Where'd the medium go? Did he get destroyed? Oh, there he goes. He got destroyed just now. Still a lot of infantry here for Condor Ronin, though. More reinforcements trying to push in. There's no good defensive garrison for Oceanic Ocelots anymore. Condor Ronin with a lot of infantry in the circle. They're still taking casualties, though. It is possible for Oceanic Ocelots to stall this up. I don't think they have any kind of bombing run right now, though. I do see a bombing run coming through. That's an old airhead mark, and the bombing run is probably defensive based off of its positioning. So, defensive bombing run's going to come through from Oceanic Ocelots. Looks like it's going to hit a lot of this infantry. Supplies coming down now for Oceanic Ocelots inside the circle. There is still quite a few guys inside the zone. Puma driving up, trying to clean up the rest of them. Bombing run doing a fantastic job of cleaning these guys out of here. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Thank you very much for the follow. I was really hoping to hit 800 by the end of the weekend, to tell you the truth. Oh, the Puma gets taken down by the medium. Medium now pulling up into the circle. Should be able to get this cap going. There is another medium there for Oceanic Ocelots making his way down the road. No, that's a Panther. That's a Panther in the road. This medium Sherman might want to get out of here and take some cover. Looks like he is doing exactly that. Sends one round out before jumping into cover behind the hedgerow. Infantry flooding in from the east from Condor Ronin. Starting to envelop around the circle on the eastern side. There is that Panther, other Panther. They got two Panthers right now. Is that what I'm seeing? Two Panthers. Oh, this medium has managed to come around. Is trying to get around behind this Panther, though. This is just a two-man. He is catching Brock. He's going to have a hard time. Reddy is right here as an assaultman. Might be able to get a satchel going here. There's a lot of ATs here. Mirage waiting for this medium. This Panther gets taken down by the other medium up over here. North side of the circle, about halfway capped here now at road to Carentan. 8 minutes left on the clock. Mirage managed to get one of his rockets into this medium down here on the south side of the circle, but he is still holding strong. Mirage redeploys. He needs to get more rockets. He's going to spawn back in. This other Panther managed to destroy the medium Sherman that was up there north. But I see another tank coming in, getting some shots into the Panther. I think that's a 76. It is indeed a 76. Rockets going off in the Panther now. The next shot destroys the Panther. The 76 might have just secured the victory. The medium Sherman still on the south side of the circle, preventing the reinforcements from pushing it from Oceanic Ocelots. Tons of infantry flooding into the circle from Condor Ronin. The half-track pushing up. And here at the 7-minute mark, I believe Condor Ronin will win with a 5-0 victory. Look at that. There you go. Fantastic. Let's take a look at some combat scores. 1293 from Ultra, 1022 from Valdez, 1342 from Farg, 1273 from Totem, 1126 from Chico. Over here from Oceanic Ocelots, we've got Bean with a 1091, 1358 from Siri. Got some tanker stuff. I don't know. I like to call out the infantrymen. Those are my guys. Fantastic match. Sorry, I was a little thrown off at the start of this match. I was a little tired. Hopefully I was able to pick up some steam and make it entertaining for you guys. That was a really good match. Condor Ronin definitely was keeping up the pressure on that one. Oceanic Ocelots, they held on. They did really well. They almost took it the distance, but yeah, Condor Ronin, they're tankers. They had a lot of tanks. It's a tank heavy map, and they were using it that way. Had tanks everywhere, and we're fully crewing them everything. So that's about all I've got to say, though. There was a couple of good plays in there that I enjoyed seeing. That half-track snipe. God, I hope somebody clips that, because that was beautiful. I'm going to go and shut her down there. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and I will catch you later. Take it easy.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn.